Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Glad that you're here to read today. Let me know where you are streaming from, where you're viewing from. Please type in the comment section. Also, today, it would be nice for some persons to come and read live with me. You are interested in reading live with me. There's a link in the comment section where you can click on that link and you can be able to come and read live. Okay. How are you doing and where you're from? Let me know how you're doing and where you're from. Where you're from? That would be nice. So please, guys, let me know where you are viewing from, and please comment in the comment section. Let me see your comments, guys. Let me see what you have to say today. Do you find it easy to learn to read English? Is it something that you struggle with, or is it something that you are getting along with smoothly? Let me know in the comment section. That would be a good thing to know so I can know how I can help you. Is there anything that you would want me to really touch on for you? Things that you're struggling with, you can type them in the comment section. I know that some of you may be struggling with some of your letter songs. Some of you may be struggling with, just general rules when it comes to reading or spelling English. There's so much. um, English is a difficult language to learn, and because we know that it's a difficult language to learn, we have to be so careful when we are reading English. So let me know in the comment section where you are viewing from, and let's begin. So I'm going to share my screen, which would be the normal thing to do. I'm going to share my screen, and we are just going to share the screen. Okay, so if you can see the screen, just type a thumbs up in the comment section, guys. If you can see the screen, type thumbs up in the comment section. Okay, so I guess you guys can see the screen. Right. So we're gonna begin our reading. So from the pictures, I know that you might be able to tell what we are going to read about today because the pictures they would help you to be able to say what we are reading about. And that is good that you are able to use pictures to think about things that you already know from your previous knowledge, and you're able to put them together to hold on, guys. Hold on. I am just facing a feedback problem. So I'm just gonna stop the screen for a while and see what my feedback problem is. I'm not sure what it is. And there is something that is giving us a feedback. I am not sure what it is. Just give me a second, guys. Let me just close all those things that I had on the screen to ensure that it's nothing like that. There's so many issues that one can face when you are dealing with the internet. Okay, so I think we have it now. And yes. So thank you guys again for your patience, and we are going to begin our reading now. Remember, I said that if you want to read with me, so you want to practice your reading, you can come up on screen. You do not have to use your camera, just use your microphone. And to do that, there's a link in the comment section that you would press, and I would accept you in, and that way you would be able to be live on screen with me where you can read aloud. And I know that this may help you to practice your English. There are so many of you that are desirous, to practice your English, and it's a good thing to practice. So, yes, I would accommodate you if you want to come up on screen and you want to read with me. That would be good. Okay. So let's begin. We're going to begin now. I was just trying to do the settings in a way that if you guys send the requests, that I'll be able to accept you on screen. Okay, so before requesting, you can also let me know that you want to come in so that I can always stop the screen to bring you in, then to go back to the screen. I know it's a bit difficult, but um that's what the process is like. Okay. Um when we're using this type of program. So I'll just put it back to full screen until we are ready for anybody who wants to come up. So let's begin our reading now. So from the pictures, I know that you can tell what we are seeing in the picture. However, you may call it a different name depending on where you are from, because yes, it has different names depending on where you are from. So this word says we have the U and R. Then we have this part here, re, and we have a small word, keen. We add the S, we have more than one. We say canes. Cane here is like when you say candy cane, or like there's a stick that is used by like police and different persons. You would call it a cane. And cane, like sugar cane. So these are the canes that you can represent using CANE. Let's now put the word together. If we are to put it together, then we are going to get the word you and I, e, re, and cane. Hurricane. Let's add S, hurricanes. So our word here is hurricanes. And I suppose you know what a hurricane is. Maybe you have heard it by a different name. For example, in some places, they would use the word typhoon. A typhoon is also a hurricane. Okay? So if you have heard the word typhoon before, then you are right on point. You know what we are talking about. We are talking about a hurricane. All right. So let's continue. Our story again is about hurricane. We add S, we have hurricanes. Remember, hurricane, you may have heard about it before as a typhoon, or you may have heard another word. It is the same thing. So, as usual, we are going to look for the big words in our story or in our text, and then we are going to sound out these words. We are going to break them up either using syllables, using chunking. That's where we just use parts of the word um, without any rule per se to call them. And we blend them together to create the whole word. So let's begin. So we are going to be looking at all the words that might be too difficult to call. So our first one would be this one. So we are going to start here. We see you in this word is going to make the long U sound. So we are going to hear you, you, n, you, new, mm, oh. When we put this together, we have or, pneumo. Then OUS in English would make the sound us. The O is silent. Our word here is numerous, 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 numerous. Do you know what the word numerous means? Numerous. When you say something is numerous, something that is numerous, it is great in number. It is a lot. Or we can say it is many. Or we can say that it is several. Or we can say that it is countless. Any one of those could be used to say the same as numerous, a lot, countless, many, or we can even use the word plenty, numerous. Our next word, we see a rhyme here, tem. We add the P. We have tem, est together. That's a common suffix in English. And you know, suffix is a group of words or letters that would come at the end of a word to change the meaning or to change the word itself. So here we have tem, tem, est, tempest. So tempest here is the root word, tempest. Then we're going to make the U sound, the long U sound, tempestu, tempestu. And then OUS, we just learned that it says us. The O is silent and we hear the US making the sound us. So if we put our word together, we are going to have tempest. Remember, EST says est, tempest. Tempest you, or US, us, tempestuous, tempestuous. tempestuous, right? So tempestuous, what do you think that means? It sounds like a long word, right? I know it sounds like a long word. So when something is tempestuous, we would normally say that it is something that is wild or something that has to be violent or something that is lively or even something that is intense. Or we can even use the word turbulent, something that is turbulent. We can say that it is tempestuous. Okay, so there we have our two words, our first two words. Let's see if you can remember this one. Numerous. Remember the U makes the long U sound. We hear U. U. Num. And then numer. The ER says numer. The OUS, us. Just like in tempestuous, we hear the OUS saying us. So let's repeat those two words. I want you to follow along with me and repeat them. Remember, if you want to come up on screen, you can click the link in the live chat and you'll be able to come up on screen to read with me. So let's say the words one more time for practice, where you get to practice how to say the word. Numerous, numerous, numerous. Numerous means it's plenty, many, or it's a lot. It's a great amount. Our next word, tempestuous, 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 tempestuous. And tempestuous means that it is wild or it is turbulent or it is another word that we can use. Come on, type it in the comment section because I gave you the words that you can use. It is violent. What else? What other words? It is something that we cannot control. Yeah. What else? It is intense. All those words we can use to say tempestuous. Our next word, and this word sometimes a lot of English users or learners struggle with small words like these. In this word, we hear the E is silent, so it causes the vowel that comes before it to call its name. We hear A. This word says t, eel, t, eel, tail. This tail, it is not like a cat tail. Okay, so it's not that long thing that is extended to the back of an animal. It's not that. Instead, this tale is a story. This tale is a story. So anytime you see tale spelled like this, it is talking about a story. Something that may be fictitious, which means something that may not be true, right? Or it can be something that is true. And it's just basically where you give a narrative or an account of something that happened, right? So a tale can also be a myth. Our next word is this one. We hear n, a. The a makes a long song calling its name. So we hear n, a, ne, ture in English. It makes the sound ch, 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 like picture, capture. So the E is silent. The T actually makes a sound like CH. We hear ch, and then the UR says Instead of it saying it drops short. So there we are hearing the schwa sound. We hear uh. And you find that a lot in English whenever UR or ER, they're used at the ends of English words that they would make the schwa sound where you hear uh. So they don't say and roll it out like that. Instead, they drop short and we just hear the sound uh, uh. So our word here is ne, ch, nature, nature. We add the S sound to the end and we'll say natures, natures. So nature here owns something. Whenever there's an apostrophe S, it means that it owns something. What does nature own here? It owns the force. Force. So this word we have the OR, sorry, says or. When C comes before E, I, or Y, it makes a sound like S. Most times, not always, but most times, it's going to make a sound like S in English. So we have O for force, force. The E at the end is silent. Force. Our word there is force. Force. And what is a force? That is something that you may learn in science. What is force? Force. If you've learned that in science, what is it? So force basically it is anything that has to do with power, energy, strength, anything that has to do with a push or pull, anything that has to do with some sort of effort or weight, you would call it a force. Okay? So it's like a physical action or movement. You call it a force. Because strength is what we use to make those physical action or movement. So when we have strength or energy that causes physical action or movement, then we call it a force. If you are still here, thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you are learning some English vocabulary and you're also learning about this topic. So remember our word is f. The F makes sound the or for. When C comes before E, I, or Y, we hear a song like S. So we hear S, force. The E at the end is silent. What does force means? It is any strength or energy that causes a physical movement. We can call it a force, right? Or an action. Any power, any effort, we can call it a force. And here's our word for the night. Can you remember what this word is? So remember, you and I, R, re, and the word cane. Hurricane. Hurricane. Our word is hurricane. And this word, we are going to see it throughout our reading because this word is our topic. Hurricane. Hurricane. So this is a word that you should remember after we finish reading. It has the small word cane, like sugar cane or cane that as in a stick or candy cane. This is the correct cane to spell that word. And then you can see the word hurry in it, only that the hurry has a I instead of a Y. That's a way that you can pattern yourself to remember how to spell the word hurricane. Hurry with the I and cane as in sugar cane. That way you would remember to spell the word hurricane. Okay, let's go to our next word. Our next word is this one. B and R together makes the sound brr. EW can make the sound oo and it can also say you. In this word, we hear oo. So we hear brr, oo, brr, brr. We're hearing the short O sound oo, brr, oo. Like in the word fruit, ooh, fruit. We hear ooh. Brew, we add the ed. Here, the ed. What sound do you think it will make? Would it make t, d, or id? Well, in this word, we are going to hear brood, brood. So the ed will make the d sound, brood, brood. We cannot say brooded. No, we would not say brood, boot, boot. No. So we would not use the t sound or the it sound. Let's repeat our word so that we can learn how to call our word. Brood, brood, brood. Our word is brood, brood, brood. What does the word brood means? What does the word brew? Well, the word is actually brew, the root word. The ed makes it past tense. So what does this word mean? What does it mean to brew something? Okay, so the word brew, it actually means to prepare something, right? So when you brew something, you are preparing it, or it's when you make something stronger. When you make the taste of something stronger, you can also use the word brew. Or brew can be used to say that you're making something. So make or prepare would be one of the best fit vocabulary word to mean the same as brewed or brew. And our next word is this word, un. And here we can see un as in like in the word sun. So this is a rhyme here, un. It is also a prefix. It comes before a lot of root words in English to change their meaning. And we have dr, DNR together makes the song dr, ed, ed. Now in this one, we hear the ed making the sound ed. Yes, ed can also say ed. It can say id, ed. It says t and d also. So our word here is un, dr, ed, 100, 100. Our word is 100, 100. Let's add the s sound. You would hear hundreds, hundreds. So that makes it more than one. 100 would be only one. Hundreds, more than one. Our next word that we'll take a look at is this word. We see EAR in the word. EAR says air, and that air is like the air on your body, the air that you use to listen. That's air. So we add the y sound, we hear y, air, yeah. Then we add the s sound, yes, yes. Now we have more than one. Yeah would be one. Yes, more than one. Yes, more than one. Okay. And remember that we're gonna continue the live, okay? That's fine. We were just out for a bit, but that's fine. We are gonna get back to it to continue. So let's get started. Let's continue. So please give me a heads up, guys, in the comment section if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me so that I can know to proceed. Can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Please let me know if you guys can hear me. I really don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay, so I just get check there. Yes, so I realized you guys can still hear me. Thank you guys so much for staying here. Despite our issue with our internet, just cut out for a while. Nevertheless, we are going to continue. Thank you so much. So we are going to just revisit the words that we have done so far. In case you are now tuning in, let's revisit the words that we have done so that you can be up to date with where we are at this time. We covered this word. We said we hear you. The U makes a long U sound. New, numer. And we said OUS is us. Numerous. Numerous. We said that numerous means when something is plenty or it is a lot, or we can use other words like several to describe numerous or many. Our next word, pest, you. The U makes a long U sound, and us. The OUS says us. The O is silent. Tempestuous. 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 Tempestuous means when it is wild, something is violent, something is wild, or something is lively. We can say that it is tempestuous. We can use a lot of other words like turbulent. We can say that it's stormy. We can say that something that is intense. We can also call it tempestuous. A tail, this word, tail, the E at the end is silent. The A makes a long sound. That's why it calls its own name, tail. This tale is like a story, or we can say it's an account of something or a narrative of something. It's not like the tail that you see animals have at their back, where they have this long piece that is being extended away from their body. It's not like that. We have the word ne. The A makes a long A sound, calling its name. Ture. We say that the T, sorry, makes a sound like CH. We hear ch, and the UR says ch, ch, UR normally makes the sound However, when it's at the end of words, it is cut short sometimes to just a puff of air, and it is called the schwa sound. So we hear nature. We add the S at the end, natures. And here, the apostrophe shows that nature owns something. What does nature own? It owns the O-R-E says or when C comes before E, I or Y, it makes a song like S. So we have os, force, os, force. This E at the end is silent. And remember that in English, a lot of words with E at the end, the E is silent. And here is our word that we have been doing. Oh, and what did we say force is? We said that force is any strength or energy that cause a physical movement or action. That's a force. Force, we can also use the word effort, we can use the word power, and those other words to mean the same as a force or strength. This is our word that our topic is based on. The UR here says it's in the middle of the word, so we hear e, re. So we hear hurry, and then we hear keen. The E at the end is silent. The A makes a long song calling its name. We hear cane. And this cane is like candy cane, sugar cane, or the cane that is used like a stick. This is the one that you'll use to spell those. So hurricane, one of the ways that you can learn to spell hurricane is to say that it is hurry, as in when you are trying to do something quickly. Hurry with an I at the end and cane. Hurry with an I at the end and cane. And this will help you to spell the word hurricane very quickly. We also did the word brood, brood. The B and R together is brr. The EW makes the sound oo, the short oo sound. That's where you have two O's together. In some cases, you might find O and U also making that sound. So we hear brr, oo, brr. Then we add the ED sound. This time, the ED sound would be the D sound. We say brood, brood, brood. This word brood, when something is being prepared or made. Where we stopped at these words. We have an un. We see a rhyme there like sun, hun, the and R together, dr, hundred, hundred. We get the word hundreds, hundreds, hundreds. Okay, here, 100, we said it's a number. So that's where we stopped with the live before we were having the issues. Okay, so we said 100, it's a number, and it's actually this a century. So when you have 100 things, 100 or 100 is a number that has zeros. Good. So we are doing well so far. Our word that we stopped at was this word y. And then we hear air, and this air is like the air on your body. We put them together, we have air, yeah. We add the S sound, yes, yes. So a year is made up of 12 months. A year is made up of 12 months. So from January to December is a year. A year actually has 365 days, or it can have 366 days if it's a leap year. Okay? So a 12-month period is what we would call a year, or 365 days around the sun, or 366 days, we'll call that a year. Good. All right. And this word is and we have the small word go. I go. I go. I go. Good. So I think that those words we are able to read them, right? I think that we are able to read them and we can be very fluent at reading them. So we're going to try now to read them. Remember, if you want to come up on screen to read with me, you can press the link in the comments section. You do not have to show your camera. You are interested. Try to read this part fluently. Let's try to read it fluently. Let's begin trying to read it fluently. We're going to go word by word first, then we're going to go phrases, then sentences. There are numerous tempestuous tale of nature's force hurricane that were brewed hundreds of years ago. So by now, we know all of the words, each word, and we are going to be reading them in phrases. There are numerous tempestuous tale of nature's force hurricane that were brewed hundreds of years ago. Do you think you have that together? Let's try to read it right through. Ready to go? Let's go. There are numerous tempestuous tales, that should be tales of nature's force hurricane that were brewed hundreds of years ago. Let's try it one more time. If you're ready to try it with me, let's go. I'm sure you can do this and you can do it very well. So let's go. There are numerous tempestuous tales of nature's force hurricane that were brewed hundreds of years ago. If you were able to do that, hooray! Very good. All right. So we are now going to look for the other big words and then we're going to try to call them and see how well we can read through the whole thing. So what other big words do we have? We have the word to and d. A-N-Y says a. D. A. Day. This word, day. Let's put the whole thing together. Today. 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 The word is today. And today would be when? When is today? When is today? When is today? Can you tell us when is today? Eh, So today, it's actually in the present. It's in the present. It's now. Okay, our next word. Are you guys still connected? I'm thinking that I've lost. We have lost you guys. Have we lost you guys? Hold on, let me stop the sharing, guys, so I can see if I've lost connection with you. Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, let's okay, let's keep going. So this word is today. Our next word, E. The E makes a long E sound. We hear E. The O is silent. And then we hear an O. L-E at the end of words says O. 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 In the Caribbean, my Caribbean accent, we would say lo. Lo. We'll pronounce the L-E as lo, right? In other here, O. 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 So the word is E. E. P. O. People. 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 The word is people. And you know what people means, right? So people is actually human beings. When it's more than one, you refer to them as people. Our next word. Guys, I'm not sure what is the matter, but our internet keeps going in and out. I hope that you guys are not having so much of an issue because the internet it keeps going in and out. But nevertheless, we're gonna see how much we can cover. Yeah, we're gonna see how much we can cover. So our word here, our last word that we were looking at, E, P, the O is silent, and then we get LE at the end of English words. We get O, O. But in my Caribbean accent, we would say low. People, people, okay? But always remember the LE says O. People, people. All right, in this word, we can see the small word on, on. Can you see the small word on? Yes, you can. So we put the W with on and we have w on, one. Like when you win something, that would be the past tense for win. One would be the past tense for win. And then we have the song D and ER together says or. So our word is wonder. One D wonder. Wonder. What does it mean to wonder? What does it mean to wonder? So when you wonder, it simply means that you maybe are thinking, or it could be you're pondering, or it can be that you are roaming. All those can use to describe or to say that you wonder. Okay? Thinking, pondering, or roaming. Any of those can be used to say that you wonder. You wonder. Okay, our next word, and I'm still not sure if you guys are hearing me. I'm still not sure because my internet just seemed to be in and out. But I hope that you guys are hearing me. If you guys are hearing me, please let me know. Oh, sorry guys. I'm now noticing that you're not seeing the screen. Wow, you guys are not seeing the screen. I am so You guys are not seeing the screen. That's my bad, guys. I don't know. It's just because we keep going in and out. It didn't occur to me that you were not seeing the screen. So my apologies, guys. Sorry, my apologies. I'm now noticing that you were not seeing the screen. So my apologies. And you know, the internet has been messing up a bit, but we're not gonna allow that to stop us. We're gonna try to complete the live. So I'll go over those words that I just did where you may not have been seeing the screen. Okay. So we just do them